Last week we reached 10,000 subscribers here on YouTube, which is a huge milestone, so thank you all so much for all the support, love, comments, likes, and subscribers, obviously. I really appreciate each and every one of you, so I want to celebrate that with a giveaway and a Q&A. And the giveaway is all financed by myself. I do not have any sponsors for this, which is important for me to say. I have to say that, I think. So for the last week, I've been gathering up questions from you guys, and I'm gonna answer them all today. For the giveaway, we have 4 prizes. We have 4 winners for this, which I think is pretty good. And to be able to enter, you should check out the description down below. We have all of the rules and conditions there that you can read. You're gonna have to answer 3 questions to enter the giveaway. And the answers to those are all hidden throughout this video, so make sure to watch all the way through to increase your chances of winning. So like I said, we have 4 different prizes. So first, we have 5 boosters of Chaos Rising, 5 boosters of Perfect Order, 1 First Partner Illustration Collection Series 2, that's pretty good, and 1 box of the Waifu Card Club. This one has stocking on it and it's very cute. For each winner of the giveaway, I will also include a special little gift, which is secret until you get it, and a signed cosplay print. Whee! And we're gonna have 4, hopefully very happy winners of this. So let's get started with the Q&A. Like I said, I've been gathering up a bunch of questions and I'm really excited to read through them all. What was your first convention? Well, my first convention was UppCon 2011. It was in Uppsala, which is why it's called Upp. And it was very cozy. I got to see the Caramella Girls live. The ones that did Dansa med oss, klappa era händer, which is great. I think everyone knows that song. It is Swedish and I saw them live. Not to brag or anything. What is your favorite anime? Well, my favorite anime is probably Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. It is great, but otherwise Frieren and a bunch of other ones because I love anime. What's your favorite food and why? I don't know. I like a lot of food. I like all food that is good. The first thing that comes to mind is like halloumi burgers, because they are really tasty. Can you give me several of your Gyarados cards? No. Thank you for the compliment though. Flattery won't give you any Gyaradoses though. How did you learn to sew? Well, I have a mom and grandma who love sewing. They used to make a lot of their own clothes and my mom goes a lot to medieval festivals and stuff like that. So she's always been making her own dresses. So I've been sewing for as long as I can remember. And I've had a lot of support from my mom and grandma. We've been sitting making cosplays together for like ever since I started with cosplay. They have been helping me out. So that is how I learned, and then I've just taken courses and stuff as well. Favorite Marvel comic character? Well, my favorite Marvel character is Gambit. So I'm really glad that he actually got to show up in Deadpool and Wolverine. So yeah. Which Pokemon card do you dream of owning? The only card I'm missing from one of my master sets is the Pikachu from Radiant Collection. So that is the one I dream of owning because it is quite pricey, so I can't get it right now. What was the hardest cosplay to craft? I think the hardest cosplay for me to craft was the dragon outfit that I made last year, the Dragon Maiden armor. But I think the main reason it was hard was because I didn't have that much time to make it. I tried out a lot of new techniques while making that. Some parts didn't turn out very well, other parts turned out very well. So I think that was the hardest one to craft for me. What's your favorite TCG? As you can see here on the background, it is definitely Yu-Gi-Oh! You know, Dark Magician Girl is the one I want to cosplay. I've been actually looking at a cosplay for her. No, I'm kidding. It is Pokemon, but it is also like a little bit different because for collecting, it is definitely Pokemon. I love Pokemon, but for playing, I would say that is Magic the Gathering. Gen 1 starters, who would you pick and why? All of them are really good. I would probably choose Bulbasaur. He seems very cozy and he would be able to help me out in the garden. So that's good because I'm very bad with my garden. Which card do you want to pull from the 30th anniversary? Well, I don't actually know that much about which cards are coming out because I tried to avoid the spoilers. I saw a few spoilers, but I do want to get all of the Pikachu cards, ×2, because I have a plan on how to display them. How did you get involved in organizing NERCON? For those of you who don't know what NERCON is a festival for anime, gaming, and everything that is Eastern Asian popular culture. And I have been an organizer for it since 2016, and I'm currently in the committee for it. So I am the one responsible for all the gaming and activities. So how I got involved in it at all, it was back in 2012, and I wanted to go to a bunch of more conventions, but I couldn't afford to because I was 15 and I didn't have that much money because I wasn't good at saving. But I found out that if you apply to be a volunteer at conventions, then you get free food. You get free entry, free sleeping halls, and also I was promised to get a lot of friends, which was great for a really shy and awkward 15-year-old me. So in 2015 I got my first role as an organizer, which was for meetups and new friends, and then I just got stuck. I was away for a few years and I got back in 2021, which I'm very, very happy about. So yeah, that's how I got involved in organizing it, and I'm so grateful for that because it's one of the best things every year, and I'm so happy that I get to be in the committee and get to work with it for so much more than I used to. How did the Pokemon video games, TCG, or anime inspire you creatively? Well, it inspires me in the sense that like nothing is impossible. Like, you know, there's so many Pokemon, and I know a lot of people complain that, oh, this is just a trash bag. But like, it's a trash bag they turn into something else. Like, I love that they can just find an object and then just switch it around and be like, this is a Pokemon. And Trubbish is really cool, actually. I love Trubbish. And also, it inspires me creatively in the cosplay sense, because I love doing Gijinkas and my own designs, and Pokemon is a great way to do that. So, yeah. On the streets, how many people recognize you? Do I get recognized on the street? Most of my viewers are not Swedish, so I don't actually get recognized that often on the streets. Every now and again I've been in the newspaper, and then people are like, you're the one from the newspaper, I love that article, that was so nice that you're an adult that loves Pokemon. Often it's old ladies, and they're really excited about it, and they think it's fun that I have the same hobbies as their, you know, like 6-year-old grandchildren. So they feel like they can relate a bit, and I think that's really nice. But it's not often that I get recognized on the streets, actually. What's your favorite Dragon Ball Z character? The cat. I don't remember his name. He's super cute. I love him. It's been so long since I read Dragon Ball, so I don't know. Do you play Pokemon Go? No, I don't. I used to, but I don't anymore. I don't want to go out. What's your favorite part of content creation? Honestly, like for someone that has so much anxiety when it comes to messages, it is talking to you guys. Like, even if I'm not always super active in the Discord, I always sit and read through all of the messages, and I think it's so much fun to just see the community grow. I think it's so amazing to be able to share my interests, to be able to inspire other people to start collecting, and also to see your interactions with each other, to see friendships being built in my chat. Like, it is such a cool feeling, and I would say that is my favorite part. It is you guys that is my favorite part, because nothing of this would be possible. And the second part is opening boosters. That's a great thing to do. So it's fun that I can do that as a job, you know? What is the worst part about content creation? I think it's like content creation. That is the worst part. No, it takes a lot of time, and a lot of people think that it's just to post a video and then suddenly you're rich, suddenly you go viral, you can just start living off of it. But that is not the reality of content creation. So I feel like the worst part is the view on it. People think it's really easy for me to just sit down and record a video. that is not all it is. There's also hours and hours of editing. Make sure I get the stock, which has sometimes be really stressful, especially in the scalper community. In the beginning, when you also probably have to work a lot at a day job to be able to get through the content creation, because it's gonna take a lot of time to be able to start earning money on YouTube. Unless you're really lucky, but for most people, it is gonna take time. You can't just upload a video and then quit your job. So for the longest time, I've been working full-time whilst also doing this basically full-time. Which is why sometimes it's been a bit of a delay with videos and streams have been cancelled and stuff, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to afford making the content. Because the lights, the cameras, the setup, everything, the things I open, it costs a lot of money. So you can't just do it on a whim. So I think that's the worst part. It's the view on what kind of work it is. It is not as easy as it seems. There is a lot that goes into it. If someone were to start content creation, what advice would you give them? Well, like, it goes very hand in hand with the question I just answered. The advice I would give them is not give up. You can't expect to be able to quit your job straight away. You are gonna be working really, really hard, and it is gonna be tough. It's gonna be really tough, and it's really important to have someone or some people to be able to just rely on for support. And in the beginning, I had to, every time I posted a video, I sent it out to all of my friends. I just spammed my friends and was like, please, could you watch this so that I can just bump up the numbers a little bit. I felt like I was really annoying, but I also know that my friends are amazing and they were so happy to support me, and I'm so grateful, so grateful for that. So my advice is to surround yourself with people that are willing to help you and willing to support you, because you're gonna be very alone otherwise. What did you do before making content? Well, I worked in a toy shop actually, and I've been working in a few different places, but mainly been working in different stores. Yeah. Did you make that dress? If you're talking about the card dress, then yes, I did. And I made a few different versions of it throughout the years, because it always breaks somehow. There's been a trend of making dresses out of Pokemon cards for a few years, but I was actually one of the first back in 2015? I think? 14 or 15? Where I made out of my bootleg Pokemon cards. And I've also made with wings, and I made a few different versions because it always breaks because it's cards. So yeah, I did make it myself. Are there any plans to come to the States to meet some fans? I would love to come to the States to visit some fans, but I think it's really hard for me to travel around, especially with the animals, and there are high costs for me to go to the States, for example. Like, there's so much with lodging, with planes, with food and everything. If you want me to come to the States or any other country really, then the best thing is usually to contact the event and say, hey, that Penny Senpai person is really cool. She should be a guest. And then maybe they will reach out to me and say, hey Penny Senpai, would you like to be a guest at our event? So that is the best way, and that way it would also be easier for me to be able to organize meet and greets and stuff like that, which is a lot harder when you're a visitor. I learned that at Dokumi. I had a few lunches with people and that was very cozy, but it's a lot harder to organize meet and greets if I'm not a guest at the event. What is the comfort cosplay? I don't know if this means like which my comfort cosplay is or which one is the most comfortable. If it is my comfort cosplay, then I would say Akko from Little Witch Academia, because that is a cosplay that I just think it's a lot of fun to do, because she's a bit cray-cray. I don't have to hide my personality that much with that character, which is great. If it's the most comfortable cosplay, then I think it's Velma, because it's quite an easy cosplay. The wig is, you know, it's a nice wig. It doesn't push on my head that much, so that's great. And I can wear my glasses, which is also, you know, a big bonus. How did you start collecting Pokemon cards? Well, I've loved Pokemon ever since I was a child. I've loved it for as long as I can remember. And I had cards as a child, but then I started like actually collecting in like 2011, I think, when I was 14. And I don't really know why. I think it's that I found some of my old cards and then I became obsessed, and then it was downhill from there. Favorite Pokemon card. Well, Mewtwo is my favorite Pokemon. My favorite Pokemon card, I would say 2, which is the Legendary Treasures, Natu and Buffalent. They are adorable cards, and I really love the sentiment of it, and yeah, that's my favorite ones. What's your favorite flower? I don't know. Lego flowers. They're pretty good. What's your favorite ice cream? Well, there's like mint, but it's not mint, it's polka gris. Mint candy cane is one of my favorite ones. It is so tasty, and it feels really fresh. How many cosplays have you done so far? It's a lot, because in the beginning when I first started with cosplay, I was just pumping out cosplays because I didn't actually know how to sew that well and stuff like that. So for each convention, and I went to like 6 or 7 conventions a year because there were so many small ones. And for each of them, I used to make 2 or 3 new cosplays, and they were not good quality. And I didn't really wear wigs, so I used to cut my own hair. I shaved it off a few times for a cosplay. I had a lime green bowl cut for a little while, which was not a great look. I suited in a lot of hairstyles and hair colors, but that was not one of my best. I've probably made over 50. How did you start off cosplaying? Also, dream cosplay. Well, I started doing cosplay out of, like I heard someone at my school talk about cosplay, and then I was like, ooh, this sounds pretty cool. So I looked it up, and then I did my first cosplay, which was Misty from Pokémon. My second one was Roy Mustang from Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, and that was an experience because I printed out an A4 picture of him, and I took it to the hairdresser, and I was like, I want to look like him. And the hairdresser was like, okay. What's your favorite Legend of Zelda game? It is Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild is my favorite one. It was the first Zelda game that I played all the way through, and I really love the open world and all of the creatures and animals and everything. I think it's a beautiful, beautiful game, so that is my favorite. Would you rather be in the middle seat between Ludicolo and Boba Fett on a 10-hour flight, or spend 1 hour in the same room as Weezing and Grimer? Well, I think this is a really easy question to answer, actually. I would definitely sit on a 10-hour flight between Ludicolo and Boba Fett, because that feels like it would be a really good vibe, honestly. I think that would be great. Like, imagine Ludicolo just, vibing, dancing, and then Boba Fett being like, Boba Fett. Like, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. And both feels like they are quite soft, so if I fall asleep, it would be fine. It would be fine. I would rather sleep towards Boba Fett though, because I feel like Ludicolo would just... And then I would just lie there trying to sleep, like... It would not be great. It would not be great. So... That's what I would do. It's a simple question. Honestly, that was the easiest one to respond to. Who is the coolest person you have ever met? If I don't count myself, I think it's probably my mom. Honestly, my mom is one of the coolest people I know. She's the one that has supported me. Like, my whole family has supported me, but she's the one that like sticks out fashion-wise as well. So she's always been a role model for me to be myself. And yeah, I think my mom is pretty cool. One of my videos on Instagram actually went viral a few weeks ago, where I showed off my old prom dress, because my prom dress didn't arrive, and my mom was like, okay, so we'll make our own. And we did, and she was like, we should paint your favorite Pokemon on them. And we did, and now I have a prom dress with Mewtwo and Mew, and it's pretty cool. And like, yeah, mom is the coolest person I've ever met. Which cosplay is annoying to wear? Well, that is every single armor that I've ever made, because they get really warm and very uncomfortable and very bulky, and you can't really move around that much. What was your favorite photo shoot? I think my favorite photo shoot was my Monster Energy cosplay that I did in Spain a few months ago. Like, it's not an advanced cosplay or anything like that, but I just felt so good in that cosplay. It just felt really nice, so that is one of my favorite ones, because it was just so comfortable and I didn't have to stress that much during that shoot, which was great. What was your least favorite photo shoot? Well, I think I did a shoot last week with angel dust, and I had such a good time during the shoot, but I'm old, so my back started hurting, and I like twisted my back in a way, and I had a headache, and it was really warm. My wig got stuck in my eyelashes because my eyelashes were so long. So like I'm really happy with the photo shoot, but because of how I was feeling at the time, it is one of my least favorite ones, sadly, because I want to try to redo that one because I had a lot of fun, but I was in so much pain that sadly that took over a lot of the feeling of it. What is your favorite at a convention? Having a booth or being a visitor? And why? Having a booth was a really fun experience because I was stationed in one place, so I could meet a lot of people and I could try to sell my merch and stuff like that. So in that way, that was really good. Being a visitor was also really fun because I didn't have a set place. I could walk around, I could do whatever I wanted, and that was really nice and a lot of fun. But I'm used to working at conventions. Like I rarely go to a convention being a visitor. I usually work in some way behind the scenes or having a booth. I'm so torn between them. I really enjoy all three. So I can't say that one is my favorite or not, because it depends on who's there and stuff as well. What's your favorite generation of Pokemon? It's Gen 3. Gen 3 is the one I started with, and that is the absolute best. Who's your favorite shiny Pokemon? It's shiny Metagross. Shiny Metagross is so cool. He looks very shiny and very cool. If you were a Pokemon trainer, what would you be and why? I would probably be a electric trainer because that's what all the streamer girls are in the Pokemon games. The streamer girls with colorful hair are gym leaders of electric types. So I think that's what I would be. What makeup brands do you use? I use a lot of makeup brands. My favorite ones are Glam of Sweden because it's a Swedish vegan makeup brand that also does really good makeup. Then is Makeup Revolution, which is also cruelty-free. It's a drugstore brand from England that does really high pigmented, colorful stuff, which I really like. And then it's Colourpop, which is an American company that does a lot of they do a lot of cool collabs. So for example, the Pokemon collabs, which I'm very excited about, and Animal Crossing, and it's gonna be so cool. So those are the ones I mainly use. What is your favorite legendary Pokemon? Well, my favorite Pokemon is a legendary one, so this is a simple one. It's Mewtwo. He's cool. I can go on for ages about why Mewtwo is my favorite Pokemon, but I'm not gonna spend an hour explaining, because it's gonna take too long. Mewtwo is my favorite. He's really cool. No question, but you're one of the most beautiful women I have ever seen. Thank you so much. Thank you. I would say that I am the most beautiful, but I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you. But this is also not a question. I'm in love with you. Well, I'm sorry, but I'm a content creator, so I probably do not have the same personality in real life as I do on videos. So, thank you. Do you also play the Pokemon TCG? I do. I don't play that often, but I play on a few tournaments every now and again and the pre-release tournaments. But I don't actually enjoy the gameplay that much. So I mainly collect, but I do play and I know how to play, and I think it's really fun. I don't want anything. Just keep it up. You're my favorite cosplay. Thank you so much. Thank you. I will keep it up. I really appreciate it. What's your favorite TCG expansion of all time? Well, it is Delta Species. EX Delta Species or EX Crystal Guardians is my favorite. You're adorable. Thank you. What would make card collecting better? If there weren't any scalpers, that would make it a lot better. If the investing trend died out, it would make it better, because some cards are not actually worth that much money. It's just that people are hoarding specific card to raise the prices, and yeah, that would make it better. If it was accessible for everyone. No scalpers and no investors. That would make it better. Rank your pets. I dare you. Well, dare has been taken. Well, this is Ina. She is a 10 on the chunkiness scale. And she's also very pretty. Oh, she's so angry. So this is Bruce. He is 10 out of 10 on looking sad and like he doesn't know why he's existing. So I would say he's number 1. This is Ivy, and she is yeah, exactly. She is definitely number 1 on making pig noises. This is Ginger. He is just a little baby. He's 14 years old and just a baby. So he is number 1 at being an old man baby. Good thing I did this at the end because my shirt is very hairy now. This is Lana, and she is the tiniest one in the house. And she actually, oh, okay, she's very sloppy. She's number 1. She's definitely number 1 of being the sloppiest cat. Oh, there we go. No, she doesn't like being held. This is Lumos, and he is a big. No, I was gonna say you're the best at being a longboard. Okay, he's usually a lot more cuddly than this. There we go. This is Lumos. He has beautiful toe beans, and he is he's the best at being an actual baby because he needs to be carried around most of the time, except when I want to carry him around like now. That is all of the questions. Thank you all so much for submitting your questions, and I hope you got the answers that you wanted from it. Once again, thank you all so much for 10,000 subscribers. It is absolutely crazy, and I never thought I would be able to get here, so I really appreciate all of you. Once again, make sure to check out the description down below to see all the rules and conditions to enter the giveaway. I'm not allowed to ask you to subscribe or anything to join the giveaway, but I mean, I always appreciate it if you're gonna share it around and stuff so we can grow even bigger and have even bigger and better giveaways in the future. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for being here. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe, and yeah, thank you all. Bye.